I can feel the grip of those accursed anchors releasing. After all this time, I am free. In truth, I do not know. My people are long gone. I could move on to Aetherius, or I could remain in Tamriel. See what became of the land after the Elysians were defeated. You have shown me that I am as much a relic as the objects in this vault. A thing of the past, adrift. It is time to go. I shall find Aetherius, and at long last, peace.
You returned. What did you find? Was it jewels? Ivory? Gold? What? There's no fabulous treasure? There's no gold? I died for a bunch of moldy old books? Ah, cruel fate. I wish I had a book before all this that would have told me what was in this stupid old keep. I plan to meet my friend Belinway in Aldcroft after I recovered the keep's treasures. She's in the Mages Guild. I suppose you could tell her what you found. And tell her what happened to me, I guess. Indeed. I know she'll be interested in what you discovered. Like all members of the Mages Guild, she's always been more attracted to stuffy old books than to gold or jewels. Ah well, I suppose it's time for me to move on. Farewell.
Hey, you there. Be a friend and get me out of here. Greetings, citizen. I seem to have suffered a temporary setback. I could use a bit of help. These blood-thorn cretins ambushed me, and while I was on a mission of incredible importance, there were dozens of them, but I didn't go down without a fight. What will the Lion Guard do without me? The orc that sits before you, represents the future of the Lion Guard. I am Recruit Gorok. pride of New Orsinium. Please untie me. We have work to do. We must recover the General's dispatch and return to Captain Vistra. I took a beating when the Bloodthorns grabbed me. I won't be much help in a fight, but I'll cheer you on. Thank you. I'll take the dispatch to Captain Vistra. Find me later. I owe you a drink.
Yes, dear, that's terrible. What is it? I'm afraid we've got a bit of an emergency at the moment. I don't know anyone who goes by that name, I'm afraid. Our Duke was kidnapped. Perhaps she was taken along with him. I certainly wouldn't put it past those Bloodthorn bastards. We have a bit of a situation with Duke Sebastian of Kamlorn. Perhaps you'd be willing to help extract the Duke from a rather precarious situation. Our bumbling town watch allowed the Duke to get kidnapped, that's what happened. Please, you look like you can handle yourself. Surely someone with your talents can help us. The damn Bloodthorn cult. With Kamlorn in chaos and the Duke out of action, who knows what the cult intends? At least the Lion Guard finally arrived. Speak to Lieutenant Harim if you want to help. Last I heard, he was near the lighthouse. Lieutenant Harim was scouting near the lighthouse. Maybe he's figured out where the Bloodthorns are holding the Duke by now. Why, His Grace is the Duke of Kamlorn. What else is there to say? He loves his people and they love him. He was driven out of Kamlorn by Falchu and his werewolves. Now he reigns in exile from Aldcroft. Well, at least he did before the kidnapping. I could guess. With most of our force besieging Kamlorn, we're stretched thin, and frankly, the local watch isn't much use. With the Duke gone, the enemy can take Aldcroft. Then they hit our troops at Kamlorn from the rear, but I'm just guessing. Falchu's a terrible brute. He leads the werewolves that invaded Kamlorn and forced the rightful rulers to flee for their lives.
The spirits of the tree told me to follow you. They spoke of great suffering in Aldcroft. I'm here to aid in any way that I can.
Hello again. We decided that a few of us should come to help the refugees here. Hello there.
Divines, how it hurts.
The Weird Sisters know much more about healing than I do. Thank you for helping them.
Be warned. Most of the riffraff from Kamlorn has gathered on the docks.
What are we going to do with all these refugees from Kamlorn? And what about Hircine's curse? I heard that some of the refugees are actually werewolves.
The secret to my wonderful physique? Why, I cook my own food, of course.
Welcome to the docks. Feel free to hoist a crate and join the party.
A new shipment of fleas has just arrived. Wonderful.
Don't mind my father. He's a bit of a grump. But he does make a tasty fish stew.
Leave me be, pup. I have fish to catch.
I don't like the look of some of these refugees.
These refugees don't make our work any easier.
Watch yourself. Some of these refugees look kind of shifty to me.
The refugees make such a mess. They should all go back to wherever it was they came from.
Welcome to the docks. Feel free to hoist a crate and join the party.
What's happening to me? We have been discovered. Attack! Attack! I don't like the look of some of these refugees.
Please, is there anything you can tell me? My son left 5 days ago, and I haven't heard from him since.
Welcome, Adept. Mind your step here. My enchantments are superior to anything you'll find anywhere else in the city. Of course, quality will cost you more, but trust me, it's worth it. De Bella's silky breeches! Look at the books on this list. This is unprecedented. Where did Richard find such a thing? What a remarkable discovery. Spirit? Ah, Richard. I knew you would get yourself killed one of these days chasing your beloved treasures. I spent many an evening listening to his tales of adventure. I shall miss him dearly.
My son left 5 days ago, and I haven't heard from him since.
The Dresden Index? Remarkable! I'm sad that Richard died, but the information in the keep will be invaluable to our scholars. Thank you for this. And here's something for your trouble. What a magnificent find! I doubt Richard appreciated its value, though. He sought treasure, not knowledge. I'll see that the Dresden Index winds up in the proper hands.
This is unbearable.
Finest merchandise.
I'm led to believe you're the one to thank for Gorak's safe return. He even retrieved the General's dispatch. Recruit Gorak claims that you helped him defeat dozens of cultists and recovered the dispatch from a foul necromancer. Is this true? Ah, I thought he might be telling tall tales. Still, what Gorak did was brave. Stupid, but brave. Thank you for finding Gorak, stranger. I shudder to think what those cultists would have done to him. Gorak, you took the initiative and did your best. You aren't quite ready for the Lion Guard, but you're close.
I understand, Captain. I'll double my efforts and make you proud. You can count on me. I may have exaggerated a bit. My apologies.
Over here, Initiate. Greetings. I have a message for you from Velast, Mistress of Incunabula. Indeed. She has a task for you. You'll want to speak with her as soon as you can.
There's the one that defeated the corrupted spirit inside of the weird tree.
5 days ago, and I haven't heard from him since.
You interested in buying a mount? Because I'm selling them. Assuming werewolves or something worse doesn't show up and make a meal out of them first, of course.
What do you want?
Watch yourself. This place is thick with bloodthorn cultists. I could use a seasoned warrior. There's no point relying on the local watch. They're simply not up to the job. The Duke's in the lighthouse guarded by bloodthorns. I was waiting for reinforcements to arrive before making a move. You're a bold one. Very well. When the reinforcements get here, we'll make sure none of the cultists slip away. And if your plan doesn't work, we'll drink a toast to your memory later in the tavern. We were sent to provide more security for the Duke and to keep something like this from happening. It's too bad we didn't arrive sooner. The local watch just wasn't prepared to deal with the bloodthorns.
You don't look like a bloodthorn cultist. I assume this is a rescue attempt. Divines be praised. The cultists trapped me with these focus crystals. I'm a bit of a mage myself, but I'm powerless inside this ward. I'm free. Now to get out of here. But there's one more thing. Thanks, friend. But I'm not the cult's only prisoner. I overheard the cultists talking. They have a prisoner who's a threat to the werewolf leader Falchu. They plan to execute her. If she really is a threat, then it seems crucial that we rescue her. Very good. I'll return to Aldcroft. Meet me there after you rescue this mysterious woman.
My executioner? You couldn't lift the axe, let alone deal with all the blood. Splendid. Cut me loose. We'll kill these bloodthorn dogs and then go after Falchu and his werewolves. Let's just say I have some inside knowledge that can help us put an end to the mangy dog. Now get me out of these ropes. Sebastian, we don't have time for... Oh, very well. We'll talk to the Duke. Let's go, then. No time to waste. My thanks, friend. That was too close for comfort. I'll meet you in Aldcroft.
You saved my husband. I can't thank you enough for that. I'm truly in your debt.
Here I am, safe and sound back in Aldcroft. I have you to thank for that. Yes, and I share her concerns about both Kamlorn and Aldcroft. We must deal with these werewolves once and for all. In fact, I hope to involve you in that. Gloria suspects Falchu's agents are here among us, even now. Indeed. They hide in human form. It's exactly what they did in Kamlorn before they struck. We need to find and destroy them before Aldcroft suffers the same fate as poor Kamlorn. Gloria says this amulet can be used to reveal the hidden werewolves. I'm sure she can tell you more about it.
I was so worried about Father. How brave you were to rush in there and save him.
I know why you're here, but where I got that amulet is a discussion for another time. Just be careful. The werewolves won't appreciate having their secrets revealed. I'm no expert, but Hircine is the Daedric prince of man-beasts. The amulet bears the call of Hircine. Werewolves can't resist its call. It forces them to reveal their true nature. Pretty useful, right? Don't you know anything? Hircine, the creator and guardian of all were-creatures? Hircine's call. Well, it calls to their true nature. Reveals them for the beasts they really are. What of it? Don't you have some werewolves to go find? Fair enough. All right, here's the dark truth. I'm related to Falchu. He's my ancestor. Every day, my family and I live with the shame of the horrors he inflicted on the world. And now he's back. So I hunt werewolves. And I kill them.
I'm glad the matter we discussed has been, dealt with. Rest assured, the Duke of Kamlorn does not forget his friends.
Aldcroft isn't safe, friend. If you decide to go farther, I can't guarantee you'll come back with all your parts still attached.
It burns! My skin! It's on fire! We're Falchu! For victory! Don't understand. I'll chew on your bones and gulp your blood.
That was strange. What just happened?
Why did you do that? What was that odd light?
What is it?
We'll have no disturbances here.
The pain! It hurts! It hurts! Aldcroft must fall for claw and fang. What's happening to me? I'll chew on your bones and gulp your blood.
That was strange. What just happened? That was strange. What just happened?
A new shipment of fleas has just arrived. Wonderful.
I don't. Aldcroft must fall for claw and fang.
There's some rough characters on the docks, so watch your step.
Are they here? Are Falchu's cursed offspring here in Aldcroft? So Gloria was right. I suppose I should have known. At least we'll be better prepared this time. And it seems I'm once again in your debt. At least now we know what we're facing. Meanwhile, Gloria has discovered something important about how Falchu came to power. Gloria says that Falchu was summoned back from the dead. If that could happen once, how can we hope to stop this villain? Anyway, to learn more, Gloria needs a live werewolf. Can you capture one for her? Talk to Sergeant Armoyle. His soldiers faced werewolves in Kamlorn, and they captured one of the beasts. He can advise you. Then meet Gloria in the cave to the east across the bay. That's where she'll perform the rite to learn how to defeat Falchu.
As soon as you catch a werewolf, meet me in the cave across the bay. I hate to miss the fun of the hunt, but I have to prepare the cave for our reluctant guest. Falchu died a long, long time ago. He was summoned back from the dead. I want to find out who to blame for that. You can read the history of a werewolf's sire from the blood of his offspring. That's why we need to capture a werewolf. If that was a joke, I don't think it was very funny. Go capture me a werewolf. I got things to do.
Well?
Keep those weapons sheathed.
I'm tired of defending this backwater. There's work to be done in Kamlorn and... Oh, sorry. I thought you were one of my soldiers. Ah, right. That's not what I expected to hear. We did capture a werewolf at Kamlorn. For a little while, anyway. My battle mage Lexi did it. She should be able to help you. Lexi, front and center, if you please.
Beware, stranger. The Bloodthorn cult prowls the fens. I'm no warrior, I'm a chandler. Candles don't make very good weapons, you know. A group of us. We were fleeing from the trouble in Kamlorn, but we ran into a fresh set of problems when we got to this blasted fen. As we made camp, some Bloodthorn cultists swooped in. They grabbed the women traveling with us and dragged them off. Our leader, Guy LeBlanc, heard them talking about a coven. That means witches and trouble. Maybe you could talk to LeBlanc. He's around here somewhere. You could sure use the help. We are way out of our element here. Go to Aldcroft, he says. It'll be safer, he says. I shouldn't have listened to LeBlanc. We're from Kamlorn. There's been trouble there. We thought maybe things would be a bit more settled in Aldcroft. But no place is safe these days, it seems. If something happened to my Elodie, I will never forgive myself. More or less. He's usually a take-charge sort of fellow. It was his idea to head to Aldcroft, so he feels responsible for all this. His sister was among the women they grabbed. I'm heading to the Weirth campsite.
I think that time I overdid it. Let's find another one. No, I haven't. Mud crabs. Now we need another werewolf. It worked! By Julianos, it worked! Well, that should hold the ugly cur. Take the werewolf to the cave. I'll tell Sergeant Armoyle it worked. You caught one. Good. Let's get him into the circle. I'll create a link between the three of us. We'll be able to see into the werewolf's past, and hopefully into Falchu's past as well. The connection between offspring and sire is strong.
Now the legendary werewolf lord shall fulfill Molag Bol's true purpose. Arise, minion! Arise from the dead.
I serve no one, rich man.
Serve or suffer, cur. I have bound you to my will. Glenumbra's destruction is your only goal.
Today I submit to you, Angolf. But one day soon, I will rip out your heart and eat it whole.
Empty boasts from Molag Bol's newest slave. Come, Falchu. We have business to attend to.
So, it was Angof. I thought I smelled the stench of true evil. You saw what I saw. In order to stop Falchu for good, we need to put an end to Angof. A tall order, but it's not impossible. Wait. The werewolf apparently has something to say.
Fools. Your Duke has been blessed with Hircine's curse. He will destroy everything he loves. You have failed. Angolf has sealed your fate.
The Duke was infected? I was afraid of that, but I hoped I was wrong. I've been keeping an eye on him in case the change came over him. Falchu has been ahead of me every step of the way. This failure falls on my head, but we can resolve this here and now. I need to die, and you need to take my blood. We're wasting time. I need to die so you can take my blood. If administered in time, the blood of the Master can cure his spawn. You know I'm Falchu's descendant. If the Duke drinks my blood, he'll be cured of the curse. Damn it! I hope your noble attitude doesn't get everyone else killed. All right. I guess I'll stay alive long enough to see this through. Let's go before it's too late. I'll meet you in Aldcroft.
I'm sorry. I should have told you. I thought I could fight it off. I was wrong. Yes, I quite understand. I ask but one favor. Let me say farewell to my wife and daughter. They're just inside. It will only take a moment. Then you can do what you must. Why, you heartless. I'll never see my family again!
That was unexpected. Why did you change your mind? You really are an old softy. Well, I've got him, I think. Normally, I'd never keep a werewolf as a pet, but in this case, perhaps you're right. If we can cure the Duke, that would certainly be better than killing him. I'm sure Falchu would call mercy a weakness, but I think it shows strength of character. We're going to need such strength in the days ahead. Falchu's already been brought back to life once. We need to make sure that can't happen again. The Duke had Mages Guild researchers working on that problem. They're trying to find out how Falchu originally died. If you want to help, they're at Glenumbra Moors, the battle site where Falchu died the first time.
Somebody would come.
should never have suggested fleeing to Aldcroft. Brilliant idea, LeBlanc. Now they're gone. All the women in our group, kidnapped by cultists and dragged off into the fen. Yes, we should have stayed in Kamlorn. At least my sister would still be with me. We thought we'd go to Aldcroft, but ran into trouble here in the fens before we got there. Bloodthorn cultists swarmed in and grabbed all the women and took them away. I heard them say something about a hag coven in the North Fens. My sister Bethany was fighting them as they dragged her off. I don't know what to do. I feel useless. I'm not used to this sort of life. I sent the others to the Weirus camp nearby. I'll do my best to answer, friend. It's our good luck you happened by when you did. The Lion Guard? They can't even defend Kamlorn. That must sound bitter. Well, you're talking to someone who lost everything. We had nice homes, shops, comfortable lives. Now look at us. The Weirises are witches of a sort, devoted to nature and the Weird Tree. They helped us after the attack, and said we could stay at their camp until we were ready to move on. It's nearby, to the southeast. What remains of my group is there now. Not much. It's big, and it smells. Bloodthorn cultists roam the southern fen, and hags prowl the north. I wish I had stayed in Kamlorn. I thought we'd be safer out here, but look what happened. I hope Bethany's all right. Cultists? Bogs? Bugs as big as my head? Why, oh why did I ever leave the city? I'll do my best to answer, friend. It's our good luck you happen.
Stranger who isn't dressed as a Bloodthorn? I don't know what you're doing out here, but you're a sight for sore eyes. Now hurry up and cut me loose. No, I'm the Queen of the Nords. Of course I'm from Kamlorn. Did my brother Guy send you? I gave the cultists a hard time, so they tied me up. They took the other women away, though. I think they traded them to the Bog Hags. The Bloodthorns have an arrangement with the Hags. Something about exchanging us for their help against the Weird. They even have a contract. I saw them arguing over it earlier. It should be around here somewhere. Please try to find my companions. These cultists are insane. But the Hags... who knows what they're capable of. I'll go find my brother. The poor sod is useless without me.
Please, you have to help us. That magic stone keeps us bound here. Smash it. That should free us.
Help! Free us before the hags come. We were traded like so many beads and glass trinkets. How degrading.
Please, you have to help us. That magic stone keeps us bound here. Smash it. That should free us.
Let's get out of here.
My sister and the other women made it here. Everyone's a bit rattled and tired, but otherwise they don't seem hurt. Thank you. Whereas Emily says a hag named Mother Merc was likely behind the abduction of the women. I wish we could stop her before she tries this again. All this danger and adventure. We're so not cut out for this. Mother Merc leads a coven of hags. That's what the Weiruses told me. The coven hunts women to convert into hags or thralls. The Weiruses told me about the Reach woman, Sebelic. She knows how to deal with Mother Merc. She's staying with the Weiruses at the Northern Enclave. Meeting you was a bright spot in this otherwise dark adventure. If you can stop Mother Merc, that'll be one less thing for us to worry about. You can find Sebelic in the Northern Weird Camp. Just follow the road across the bridges. I'll answer what I can. Too bad you aren't asking about a nice place to eat in Kamlorn. That I know. History of this bog and information about hags? I only know what the Weiruses told me. They say she's got a taste for flesh. Thinks the bog belongs to her and the hags. The Weiruses have been fighting with her for generations. Sebelic is a Reach witch staying with the Weiruses. Whereas Emily says she can look right into you and see things about your past and future. The Weiruses say she isn't evil, but I'd still be careful around her. They say she's...
This is for you, hero. Thanks again for that timely rescue.
The refugees should be safe here. For now.
Without your help, who knows what would have happened to us. But what about next time? You can't just follow us around and keep us safe, you know?
I'm glad you are back, because I wanted to thank you. Really, I did. Thanks.
Greetings.
I can't thank you enough for freeing me and the others. I shudder to think what might have happened to us if not for your timely intervention.
Whatever shall I do?
Well, we're still alive. But it's only a matter of time, of course. Even if we escape the hags, there's still the werewolves.
Can't believe it. Free! My brother was almost killed by one of Falchu's werewolves. I couldn't bear losing him, and I don't want anyone else to suffer such pain. That's why I'm here. We'll find a way to stop Falchu. I didn't think we'd ever find this journal. My brother escaped the mines, but one of Falchu's werewolves attacked him. He's resting, but he'll be happy to have this again. And I'm sure his notes will be useful. Thank you for returning it to us.
We've been out here digging around for hours, and we haven't found one clue. It's hopeless!
Never would have thought that I, a mere farmer's son, would one day explore the ruins of the Glenumbra moors. I'll never forget this experience.
Pay no attention to my little friend here. He has a weakness for tall tales. The taller, the better, I'm afraid. It's all rubbish, of course.
Agrun here claimed that the threat Falchu poses has been greatly exaggerated. Poor fool wouldn't know a moth from a mammoth.
The Mages Guild will never give up. No werewolf, undead or not, will harm the people of Glenumbra. We'll find out how Falchu fell, and we'll put him right back in the grave.
The remnants of the last battle of Glenumbra moors still linger. That means there's a connection. Something that holds them here. But what?
We've been at this for weeks. The Mages Guild is comprised of the wisest scholars, but even I'm starting to doubt if we can really learn anything here.
A messenger? From Aldcroft, by any chance? What news from there? We heard reports that Kamlorn refugees had inundated the town. That's good. Losing Kamlorn was bad enough. Meanwhile, we've made significant progress here. Our research is finally beginning to yield results. The ghosts of the Alessian army still haunt this place. It's been an age since the Battle of Glenumbra moors raged here, yet the spirits linger. Falchu, the beast that ravages Kamlorn. He fought and died here. We want to know what happened all those years ago. Then we can kill him again. Sarvith, our master of Incunabula, hopes to evoke a vision that shows us the events surrounding Falchu's death. We're collecting the most powerful historic artifacts to use as focus objects. The spirits are making the task difficult, however. The generals of the Alessian army played a vital part in the Battle of the Glenumbra moors. Their weapons, if still intact, would suffice, I think. If you manage to get your hands on the weapons, find Sarvith. He knows what to do from there. Falchu wasn't called the Invincible General for nothing. You can cut him, bash him, fill him full of arrows. He just keeps coming. We must discover how they stopped him and ended this ancient war. I could tell you the basic story, but if you want a deeper understanding, you need to ask our lore master, Dalina. She's up on the tower observing the movement of the spirits.
Mages Guild has never been known as a militaristic force. You tend to find us in ruins, searching for lost knowledge. But sometimes, even scholars need to take up arms.
Just look at those lost souls. What drives them? Why do they fight on? Of course. What would you like to know? This is where Clan Deneni fought to defend High-Rock against the invading Alessian Order. The Alessians outnumbered them 3-1, but this was Deneni land, and the clan prevailed. The Alessians were a fundamentalist sect that wanted to purge elven influence from Tamriel's religions. We think Falchu was one of their generals. They called him the Changeling and the Invincible One. Nothing could stop Falchu. The soldiers he bit became werewolves and turned against their own. This land should have fallen to his lycanthropic plague. But someone or something killed him that day. Legends tell us that the Nameless Soldier killed Falchu. It's said the Nameless Soldier prevailed by making a great sacrifice. The Deneni settled in High-Rock long ago. They were ancient High Elves who stood with the local Bretons against the Alessian invaders. Seems likely. We don't know how the Nameless Soldier defeated Falchu yet, but we're determined to figure it out.
This site was the breaking point of the Battle of Glenumbra Moors. The Alessian army made one of their last stands here. The Deneni army was able to defeat Falchu and prevail. We need to figure out how.
There's the one that defeated the corrupted spirit inside of the Weird Tree.
The Alessian army was driven by faith to put a quick end to anyone who didn't share their beliefs. If only we'd learned these lessons from the past.
No Deneni shall get past these gates. Do you understand me?
They think they have an advantage, do they? Ha! Just wait until their plan crumbles around them.
Split up!
circulate among the troops. You need to be prepared for what's to come.
It's true. Falchu was tall as a tree, with claws like great swords.
Yes, yes, and he breathed fire and ate...
Baggeroon here claims that the threat Falchu poses has been greatly exaggerated. Poor fool wouldn't know a moth from a mammoth. Ah, the focus objects. These would do very nicely. Let me just, I don't think that was supposed to come off. Well, these swords are pretty beat up. I'm sure we'll still have plenty of material for the ritual, though. If all goes well, we'll be able to peer into the past. Hopefully see what happened to Falchu. Find out how the Derennis were able to defeat the Alessians so long ago. And if something goes wrong, well, then we shall see what we shall see. Of course, we'll be using the amalgamated essence of the past, focused with these ancient weapons, to open a sort of window into history. Follow me. Now we may finally learn how Falchu was defeated.
And maybe we'll find out how tall the Horker really was.
Listen to me. You must listen.
Giuliano's little teapot! We did it, I think. The spell worked better than I anticipated. We didn't just create a window into the past, we opened a door. The very air ripples with temporal disturbance. Somewhere nearby, a door into history stands open. All we need to do is step through it. A fragment from the past, I think. Something that was pulled forward with the spell. Let's hope that was all we pulled forward. Someone brave and rash enough has to actually step through the door we opened. I'm too valuable to get lost in the past, and Baggeroon would probably change history with all his usual bumbling about. Ask Gralla what she thinks we should do.
We heard a scream, and then ripples of magical distortion started to sweep across the battlefield. What happened? They were supposed to cast a simple divination spell, nothing more. Sarvith wasn't supposed to open any doorways. I don't like this. Time magic shouldn't be meddled with. But what's done is done. Maybe one of those ripples has the answers we seek. Examine the ripples. See if there really is a doorway of some kind out there. And keep an eye out for anything else out of the ordinary. Who knows what they may have pulled out of the past.
seek to see into the past, I can guide you. I can show you how Fal Chu met his death. If Fal Chu has risen, then he must die again. Go to the crypt. I'll meet you there and show you how to discover the secret you seek. I remember this place. It all started here on the day of the final battle. We gave up everything to kill Fal Chu. I'll be damned if I just let him come back to life and curse the world again. I'm here because the one I loved gave up everything that day to save his people. You seek answers. I'm here to help you find them and hopefully avoid the tragedy that occurred on that long ago day. This armor is your key to the past. It belonged to my beloved and was buried in this place of honor. It was my beloved's hand that cut Fal Chu down. You'll relive the last moments of the battle. You'll take the place of my beloved, experience the fall of Fal Chu as it happened. But be careful. You can affect events. Whatever you do may have untold consequences. You won't just see a vision of the past, you'll live through it. What you do may change the destiny of those around you. This is a terrible burden to carry, but it's the only way to get the information you seek. When you're ready, put on the armor. Oh, this armor brings back such memories. Now get dressed. There's much to see, and the connection to the past won't last long. When Fal Chu dies, the armor will eject you from the past. You'll return unharmed to the here and now. Yes, that's what will happen. I'm sure of it. It was a violent, bloody time. The Alessians were on a holy crusade to purge every Mer who occupied this land and called it home. They destroyed anything with even the smallest connection to magic. Would you stand by while those who didn't deserve to die were judged by religious zealots? Unless I strongly misjudged you, I think not. We did what was right, and we would do it again, which is why I'm here. Wise, kind, courageous. Everything one could want from a constant companion. But you'll see soon enough. I only hope that what you learn will help you in the present situation. There you are, my love. I was starting to worry about you. Why do you linger, my love? Commander Parmian rallies the troops for the final assault. You're his best officer and our noblest knight. You should be at his side for this moment. Did that blow to your head rattle your senses? We're on the verge of turning the tide, and we'll launch the strike against Falchu's headquarters soon. Come, my love. We have work to do. The Alessian orders, of course. They're crucial. We captured the messenger, but not before he handed the orders off. We need to search enemy soldiers until we can retrieve them. We can't have the Alessians surprise us when we're this close to victory. Do what you have to do and find those orders. Then find me at camp. We need to talk.
About time you returned. There you are, my knight. Did you recover the orders? Excellent. You're a credit to the Deneni Guard. Now we can prepare a proper counterattack to the upcoming Alessian assault. They won't know what hit them. You should show these to the Iliad King. He just arrived and is eager to get involved. Yes, he surprised us all. We weren't expecting the last king of a dying people to show up on the field of battle. But he's a brilliant tactician and his advice can only help. Meanwhile, we'll send Alana's unit to put an end to Falchu. What nonsense! Alana can handle it. If these orders are any indication, I need you to lead our defenses. But speak to Alana before she goes, if you like. Just make it quick, and don't forget to talk to the king.
I know you wanted to go after Falchu, but you'll see plenty of action defending the camp. I appreciate your concern, my love, but orders are orders. If either of us fails, this entire battle could be lost. But have no fear. I'll make sure we never have to worry about Falchu again. How? He's just a man, my love. I'll stick my sword in him a few times until he drops. Then I'll stab him again. I'll be back in no time, carrying his head high as a trophy. I can't think of a better gift to celebrate our new family. Later, my love. I'll tell you all about it after the battle. No need to distract you right now. It's nothing but good news, though, I promise. I love you, you know. Now go.
A Breton fighting for the Deneni. Somewhat surprising, though not unheard of considering the current circumstances. Wait a moment. That armor. I've heard stories about you. They say you fight as if Auriel himself blessed you. The situation unfolding upon the battlefield is telling enough. These orders only confirm my suspicions. The Alessians plan to slip past your defenses to, how do they put it, catch the Dareni with their trousers down. What a curious phrase. Use the Dareni magic of your armor to spot the covert shadow scouts before they can do any significant damage. Then dispatch them with extreme prejudice. Simple enough, really. But I'm actually very curious about you. These old Aeliad eyes see many things. Everyone in this yard, for example, radiates an aura of life force. But not you. Your aura's missing. I can't tell if you're not truly alive, or you just don't belong. I've never seen magic like this before. Honesty. A most redeeming quality. But we will have to speak of this later, when matters are less pressing. Right now, we have a battle to win. I appreciate your report.
We make our final stand here. The Alessians are rabble and their numbers mean nothing. This land is ours and we intend to keep it. Today, Falchu and the Alessians meet their end at our hands. Today we celebrate our victory.
Captain, Falchu's headquarters. We were ambushed, surrounded. Alana and the others.
Split up!
Too many of them. They tore us apart. Captain, I have bad news.
Commander Parmian is dead. Commander Parmian decided to accompany us, but it was a trap. We expected to find Fal Chu and his officers, but there was a whole platoon waiting for us. We couldn't stop them. The commander fought bravely, but they cut him down and took Alana. I'm afraid there isn't much time. We expect Fal Chu to launch a full-scale assault at any moment. It's a tough choice. I think there are enough of us left alive to go after Fal Chu, but we also need to rescue Alana. I don't know. What are your orders, Captain? This isn't an easy choice, I know. I don't envy you. But whatever you decide, we're with you. Yes, Captain. They dragged Alana up the path behind me. Good luck. We'll get Fal Chu for you.
What a disaster. I should have suspected a trap. And now Commander Parmian's dead. What about Fal Chu? You sent them to be slaughtered. I was wrong. Fal Chu isn't an ordinary man. I drove my sword right into his heart and he didn't even feel it. Our weapons won't be able to stop him. The soldiers won't stand a chance. Let me think. Wait a moment. The way he shrank back from our torches. Fire! That's the answer. It has to be. Tell the others. Help them. If Fal Chu isn't killed, we all lose. Someone needs to get this information back to our camp. If Fal Chu eludes you, our remaining forces need to know how to kill him. Go, my love. Go make history.
Those damn fires out. It's time to wipe out all traces of those Denii. Put exist. You're nothing before me!
Return to your time. You learn that Falchu's weakness is fire. Use that knowledge well. Now enter the nearby portal. It will take you home.
Welcome back. Are you alright? Were you successful? Why? Why are you staring at me like that? Why, yes, of course. Are you sure you're alright? It doesn't matter. What happened? Fire. Can it really be that simple? Alana said that all along, but now we know for certain. Now we can take the fight to Falchu, and we can win. Where else would she be? She's the one who approved your mission. Don't you remember? I'm sure it'll all come back to you. Time travel can be very stressful. Anyway, Alana's in camp. Go tell her what you learned.
It's good to have you back. Sarvith was just starting to babble about time travel magic. But here you are, gender unchanged. As usual, her theories proved to be wildly inaccurate.
You're back, and just in time! But the celebration must wait, I'm afraid. Falchu's forces have taken all of Kamlorn, and the Lion Guard's counterattack falters. What's wrong with you? Why are you looking at me like that? You know I'm the descendant of the spirit who appeared before you. Get your head on straight and tell me how Falchu was originally defeated. I thought as much. That's the story our family has passed down through the ages, but I needed proof. Now Kamlorn must be told. You know, what you've done here has changed everything, maybe more than we know. You're back, and I thought as much. That's the story our family has passed down through the ages, but I needed proof. Now Kamlorn must be told. You know, what you've done here has changed everything, maybe more than we know.
The ghosts of the Alessian army still haunt this place. It's been an age since the Battle of Glenumbra Moors raged here, yet the spirits linger. If you go north, you should be able to catch up with the Lion Guard forces. Find an officer and tell him what we learned. Knowing Falchu's weakness might make all the difference.
If you've got extra junk you want to get rid of, I'll give you a decent price for it. If you're looking to buy, my prices won't break you. I'm not that kind of merchant. If you've got extra junk you want to get...
First we lost Kamlorn, then they turned back our offensive. If we can't retake this camp, Falchu's beaten us. Nothing else matters until this is resolved. Another wild theory. That's the third one today. Just don't get in the way. We've got enough trouble as it is. If you can fight, and you know the difference between a Breton's head and a werewolf's arse, we can use your help. We need to cut through the werewolves and link up with our troops on the other side of the camp. Good. Help Shazar clear a path, and fight your way to General Mandin at the Western Gate. We'll rally the troops there and turn the tide of the war. For a little while, anyway. Work with Shazar to cut a gap through those werewolves. We'll follow and take back what's ours. If you get through, report to General Mandin. I'd love to hear your theories, but it won't mean anything if we don't take this camp back first. We need to be able to reach Falchu to actually defeat him. Let's talk after the siege camp is once again under our control.
We don't like trouble here.
I won't just stand here and watch our people die. Get General Gautier to give the order. My axe thirsts to taste werewolf blood. Ah, you sweet-tongued devil. That's what I like to hear. Follow me. Make the werewolves pay! Lion Guard, hold your ground. Let's finish this! We made it. Get in there and find General Mondin. I'll signal the others to move in. What do you want?
These cursed werewolves. How in Oblivion did you get in here? Gautier's retaken the camp? You must have led quite a charge. Tell him I have almost a full company of soldiers in here, and we're ready to fight.
Can't just let my village burn. Please, they won't listen to me. It's true that I used to run with the Red Rooks, but I quit. I hate all the chaos they're causing in Glenumbra. Now I just want to help save my town. But the guards don't believe me. The guards caught me sneaking around. They don't believe I'm trying to save the village. The Bloodthorn are gathering the villagers at the docks for sacrifice. They kill them and raise them as zombies. I don't want my friends to end up like that. My father's a mage. His signature spell is a spell of hiding that I know can protect the villagers. If you can reach our house and prepare the spell, I can rescue the villagers and meet you there. You just need to convince Dame Clarique to free me. You'll find Dame Clarique up the road. She's the knight in charge of this Lion Guard unit. Since she's the one who had me tied up, you'll need to convince her to let me go. It's called Marion's White Mask. My father loves to name his spells after himself. When cast on a building, the spell cloaks everyone inside in a shroud of misdirection. Makes anyone who looks see something other than what's really there. My father used to scare me with the spell. He'd cast it on his workshop and make himself look like a hooded specter in a white mask. We argued about it. A lot. I never found it as funny as he did. I don't know where he is. He was in the village before the attack, and I fear the worst. My father and I, well, we didn't always get along. That's why I joined the Red Rooks in the first place. I just hope he's still alive.
I'm just glad there were some survivors at the mill. It could have been so much worse.
As if the problems in Kamlorn weren't enough, we have cultists and bandits harrying our flanks. I've been assigned to keep an eye on the situation here, and my vigilance paid off. We captured one of those Red Rook bandits. You talked to him, didn't you? Why exactly do you trust this bandit? I'm not even convinced there are any villagers left alive in there to save. We haven't seen anyone but the cultists. I suppose that's a good point. If what he's told us is correct, we wouldn't see the villagers anyway. He says they're being kept down by the docks. Very well. I'll let the bandit go. I just hope I don't regret this.
Thanks for giving me this chance. I'm going to sneak past the Bloodthorn now. Please don't be alarmed.
can't believe it. Free!
You cast my spell. The masking ritual. But why? Damien. Here. I hoped he would return. There's no time for that right now, though. We need to act before the Bloodthorn cultists cause more damage. The Bloodthorn have been draining my essence to fuel their necromantic rituals. They're transporting the animated dead from the docks. They've sent zombies as far north as Cath Bedro, and Daggerfollah is next. I'm imprisoned in a pocket plane of oblivion. I think I can use the magic I still possess to collapse the plane and end the ritual. But in case I fail, you need to burn the Bloodthorn's boats. Don't let any more zombies leave the village.
I don't want any more trouble.
I'm glad to see the spell worked. That should keep these villagers safe. I heard you talking to my father, though. I hope you're not going to pursue his foolish plan. It's too dangerous. Oh, it'll work, but it's idiotic. As usual, my father only takes into account the big picture. He's going to collapse his prison. I'm not an expert in pocket planes, but that doesn't sound healthy. He's going to kill himself to stop the ritual. I can't let that happen. I'm going after him. I owe you, friend. We'll find a way to deal with the cultists. The Bloodthorn took control of a house in the center of the village. That's where we'll begin to search for my father. I'll get some things together and meet you there.
What were you thinking, coming in here after me? The Bloodthorn will escape! My son said that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to berate you. I can still collapse this plane. The Bloodthorn may escape, but we'll stop the necromantic ritual here and now. I'll follow you back to the portal.
You made it. I was worried about you. Bloodthorn cultists followed you into the house. I got the drop on them and guarded the portal until you returned. They're upstairs. See for yourself. Now that my father is safe, I want to get out of Glenumbra. I'm through with this place. And I don't want Dame Clarique to put me back in chains. You should go speak to her. I need some time with my father.
We just watched boats filled with Bloodthorn cultists sail away from the docks. What happened down there? I hope it was worth it. Those Bloodthorn cultists will cause trouble elsewhere, no doubt. There's some consolation that you stopped the necromantic ritual, however. We'll take care of the remaining cultists and their zombies. We just want. I hope it was worth it.
Dame Clarique filled us in on what happened. I wish we could have gone in there with you instead of that bandit.
My regret binds me to this place. Don't recoil from me, traveler. I mean you no harm. I'm a spirit of regret, not malice. What do I regret? I regret everything. But most of all, I regret betraying Rosalind. Beyond lies Westry, or what remains of the place. This was my home, until the day the Nords attacked and the curse fell upon us. My wife, Rosalind, took up her sword. I should have trusted her, but I hid and prayed. A darker voice than Stendar's answered me, and the town paid the price. Will you walk my wife's path? If you fight as she did, perhaps you can lift this curse. Rosalind fought to the end. When the Nords attacked, many of us cowered, but not Rosalind. She took action. Once they were Nord invaders, but now they are animated corpses and wraiths. Fight them as Rosalind did, and relive her final moments. I don't know. While I prayed, she fought the invaders. I heard that she was going to light the signal fire at the lake to warn Eaglesbrook and perhaps compel them to aid us. Find something of hers, some jewelry perhaps. It may help. If you find one of Rosalind's keepsakes, it should help strengthen your connection and allow you to see her final moments as you follow her path. The stronger your connection, the better chance you'll have of lifting this curse and setting us free. Oh, didn't I say? Forgive me, my memory is often as insubstantial as I am these days. My wife was the captain of the town guard. She was dedicated. She never turned from her duty.
Hope they see the signal in Eagle's Brook. Now I should go see Edgard at the inn to make sure everyone is safe. Is everyone all right in here?
Who's there? Stay back! Wait, is that you, Captain Rosalind? For the moment, I haven't forgotten how to swing a sword, and the inn's walls are stout. Apothecary Muriel's helping the wounded, but she needs more hawthorn berries. She can't make more. That would help a lot. Bring them to Muriel at her shop as soon as you can. And Captain, be careful out there.
Edgard said Muriel needs hawthorn berries. The berries grow on low shrubs, right? I wish Leon were here. He'd know if these were the right berries. I have to hurry. The injured need more healing poultices. I hope this will be enough. Leon made me a potion from these berries once. I remember now. This should do it. Now to head over to the apothecary. Captain Rosalind, I've been making poultices for the wounded, but I'm out of hawthorn berries. Hi, Mara, you always did have good timing. Here, let me prepare some poultices for you. If you can apply these to any wounded guards, they should be able to get back into the fight.
Oh, you startled me.
Here, this poultice should help. Stay strong. Have you seen Leon by any chance? Rest easy, soldier. I need to check on Leon.
Hurry now.
Captain, I went by your house to check on Leon. He was praying, but something wasn't right. He wasn't praying to Stendarr. At least it wasn't like any Stendarr prayer I ever heard. And I heard another voice in the house. It was alien, Captain. Evil. I don't mind admitting that what I heard has me more than a little frightened.
Leon. Leon, are you here?
What? Molag Bal. Leon, what have you done? I will not condone this madness.
Rosalind? No. What have I done? Rosalind, please! Now you know how I brought this evil upon Westray. Too weak to trust in Stendarr, I gave us all to Molag Bal. Perhaps. Maybe you can help us. You're attuned to Rosalind now. If anyone can break this curse, it's you! When Rosalind discovered what I did, she fled to the town chapel. She lost her sword after a battle with the Nord leader. Retrieve the sword and bring it to her remains. The sword's in the chapel, the building beyond the burial vault. Yes, you deserve the truth. Molag Bal turned Rosalind into a vengeful shade. It turned her into the tormentor of the people she fought so hard to protect. The sword might remind her who she really is. If not, you must destroy her and set us free. Please finish this. Retrieve the sword from the chapel and take it to the burial vault where Rosalind died. Do what I cannot, and face my poor wife's shade. Our village was attacked by Nord raiders. I prayed to Stendar for aid, but my wife, the captain of the guard, was more practical. She went to rally the town's defenses. No, not even a whisper. But I did hear the shouts of the Nords and the cries of my people. I feared for my dear Rosalind. And then I made a terrible mistake. I offered my soul to anyone who would preserve us. Molag Bal accepted. He let the Nords kill us all. Then he preserved the town by binding our spirits here. We relive our final moments over and over, experiencing our slaughter for all eternity.
Spirits of Westry belong to me. You had the strength to do what no one else could, and now I'm free. You have no idea what that means to me. But tell me, stranger, why did you do all of this? Leon. I loved him once. Perhaps I still do. But there's the matter of Molag Bal to deal with first. Leon made a deal with the Daedric Prince, and despite your actions, that deal remains in place. My shade was only one aspect of the curse. There are also the innocent spirits of Westry, and the angry spirits of the invaders. Use my sword to make the town safe for mortals, or use this gem to set the innocent spirits free. The choice is yours. Then you must destroy the enraged wraiths and make Westry safe for mortal travelers once again. But that will leave the innocent spirits of Westry's villagers trapped here forever, bound to the haunted town. Then you would free the spirits of Westry's innocent villagers, ending their bondage to this place. However, the danger to mortal travelers would remain, and the living will never find welcome or solace within Westry's borders. This gem represents Westry's torment. You'd use it to save us, even if Westry remains a danger to the living? Such mercy still exists makes my heart glad. Take the gem, and free the innocent spirits. When the deed is done, return to Leon.
The Eight saved me! That is the gem of Westry's torment. How you acquired it, I don't want to know. But quickly, use it to free the villagers from this terrible curse. I fear the worst.
So long since I've seen Leon. It's good just to spend some time with him. Thank you for all you've done for us.
The lamentations of Westry's dead have been silenced. Now I can finally tell Rosalind how sorry I am. Thank you, traveler. Our torment is finally over. Rosalind has forgiven me, though Stendarr knows I don't deserve it. Our thanks for bringing peace to Westry, and rest to us all. May you walk in Stendarr's light. The lamentations of our torment.
We weren't prepared for the Aldmeri Dominion to assault Far Watchtower. Now we're scrambling to keep them contained. We've got our hands full just trying to stop the Aldmeri Dominion forces. They're using the tower to signal their ships, and we know that messages are being relayed between their commanders. We need to see one of those messages. If you could, that would be greatly appreciated. One of our injured scouts reported a command camp nearby, across the bridge from the tower. Bring any messages you find to Captain Jalam. She's patrolling up near the tower.
These old cliffs and valleys, there are too many places to hide. The Dominion. They could have agents hiding anywhere around here. The bastards are particularly interested in old ruins, and in case you haven't noticed, you can't take a dozen steps without running into an ancient structure out here. They're probably looking for magical artifacts they can use against us. That's my guess. I just wanted to check out a few places like Endoom, but my superior said no. Told me to stay alert and obey orders. Blech.
legendary dominion. Grandeur.
Rub the sticks together, then build a tinder fort.
Quiet. Dominion soldiers are everywhere. Hadir had to recruit a mercenary? Not a good sign. Let me see those messages. By the 8th, the Dominion's planning a full-scale assault. These messages, they're waiting for orders to attack. We have to stop the commander from issuing that order. Thanks, Stendar. That will buy us precious time. We need to douse their signal fires before they can send the command. Take this storm rune and use it to put out the fires. Then meet me on the shore.
I thought I was done for. Thanks for finding me. Yes, I think so. But what about Cecile? She was ahead of us and I saw her get captured. They took her toward the camp on the beach. We can't leave without her.
I barely made it into hiding before more of those bastards showed up. But by the 8, it's good to see a friendly face. Yes, I can make it. I even have information to pass on to my commander, so the scouting mission won't be a complete failure.
Good work extinguishing those signal fires. You were clearly in time. There's no sign of an impending Dominion attack. We didn't stop the attack, you did. You've given us crucial time to bring in reinforcements. Now we can repel this invasion before it gains a foothold. We owe you one for this. Good job!
You arrived just in time. Not too badly. Luckily, you got here ahead of their interrogator. Thanks for freeing me. Now we have to look for the others.
All safe and sound, thanks to you.
Thanks for finding the missing scouts. I wasn't sure I'd see them alive again.
Good to see you again. I hate to think what would have happened to me if you hadn't come along. That we did, thanks to you. Now that we're all back together, we have a better chance to put an end to this Dominion incursion. Good to see you.
I heard that someone killed all the cultists and saved the weird tree.
What do you want, ugly? Ha! Is that right? Well then, sounds to me like you could be one of the Undaunted.
I believe I'll have another.
Selling, I've got what you need.
My horses are beauties. Look how they hold their heads up high. I treat my horses well, whether they belong to me or if they just happen to rent a stall in my stables.
Just need a coin or two. Welcome to the Bank of Daggerfall.
Whatever shall I do?
I don't know about you, but I'm ready for a good old-fashioned down and dirty brawl.
Finally! I was beginning to think help would never arrive. Ah, a new recruit. We could certainly use the help out here. We're dealing with a literal undead uprising. Our patrols sweep the wilds, while our primary wizard, Gabriel Benele, searches for a magical relic that will help. But I'm concerned. Some of our patrols haven't returned. The Lion Guard doesn't usually seek help outside its ranks, but these are desperate times. Do what you can to help any patrols you encounter. And if you run into Mage Benele, maybe you can help her out as well. Stendar bless you. I'll tell you what I can. In hindsight, I may have spread the patrols too thin. I sent them to patrol the grounds around the redoubt, to protect the Gaudet farm, and to guard the western ruins at Marovek's Folly. Wizard Benele is here on behalf of the Mages Guild. She claims there's a relic in the ruins that will help us defeat Angoff, but magic is so unpredictable. And, truth be told, Wizard Benele can be easily distracted. Oh, I'd love to, but there's some kind of barrier protecting the crypts at Cath Bedro. Unless Wizard Benele can get us through that barrier, we can't get to Angoff, and the undead will just keep coming.
Huh? What do you want with this old hunt master? Are you now? You're the first one today who still has all his arms and legs. Ah, these are pretty. Pretty disgusting. Here, take your gold.
Welcome to the arse end of nowhere. An adventurer from the looks of you. Live by the sword and die by it, as they say. What brings you to our humble camp? I might have something that will interest you. We captured a Red Rook messenger prowling around our camp. We think he was going to a Red Rooks and Bloodthorns meeting. Rumor is they're forming an alliance, but we can't get the messenger to talk. Might as well give it a shot. He's been telling us a sad story about his kidnapped family, but I don't believe a word of it. If you want to try to make the bandit talk, he's right over there.